It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a couple of franchises who broke into the league together back in 1995. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's ETN. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 2nd and 9. They motion a receiver right. Second down, Lawrence. He gets that to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got it at about the 8. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man set right. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Hubbard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Young. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Lawrence. That one knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll run it here with ETN. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Again, they give it to ETN. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. Now here's Lawrence. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. Off he goes. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. A gain of 15 and a 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open, and if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Hubbard heading right. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. Finding room to the 20. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
The carry here for Etienne. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send a receiver in motion left. Lawrence now on 2nd down. He is in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Carolina first down. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, it's Hubbard. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Panther first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Another run here with Hubbard. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Receiver in motion, going right. A 2nd down throw for Young. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. A short one there, caught by Tremble. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Third down and 9. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
His kick is good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's ETN. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll go back to ETN on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On the draw, the give to ETN. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Strange in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a quick throw, taken in by Brown. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he's got another one. Brian Thomas, touchdown Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. His tight end Tremble over the middle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Here's Hubbard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Here's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Tremble comes in motion. Look at play action with Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. After a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down is Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing on second down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On second down, Young. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On first and 10, here's Young. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Tremble comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Young. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Etienne. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Third down, 3 to go. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.